The first thing I did after reincarnating as a giant python was to snatch a little female snake from the roadside. I fully enjoyed the thrill of snake reproduction, but just 3 seconds later, I totally panicked because I was shocked to discover that this seemingly ordinary little female snake was actually the reincarnation of the Empress, leader of 100,000 Dragon Clan water troops. Right now, she was curled up in the corner, licking her wounds, the ones I caused with my rough moves. Her icy snake eyes were filled with anger and resentment. I'm the noble Dragon Empress, high above all. Who would have thought that I'd end up disgraced here, violated by this lowly, enlightened beast? Once I recover my power, I'll skin you alive and shred your body into pieces. The little snake didn't say a word, but I could clearly hear her furious thoughts. I was completely stunned. I never expected that she's a reincarnator too.
And
She's a top-tier Dragon Empress powerhouse. Thinking about what just happened, I couldn't help but feel anxious. This little snake now looked like she absolutely hates me. If she really regains her powers, I might be doomed. I'll end up as a dried-up dead snake, as I'm debating whether to strike while she's weak, and finish her off first. A cold, mechanical voice suddenly booms in my mind. Reversal Immortal System has been successfully bound. 100-fold reward rule enabled. Bound target, Liu Ryan, former Dragon Empress currently seriously injured and dying. Hearing this, joy flooded my heart. Finally, the cheat every transmigrator needs has arrived. I quickly turned to look at Liu Ryan at the cave entrance. Right now, in my eyes, she's no longer a curse, but a rare treasure. When Liu Ryan met my gaze, her body started trembling uncontrollably. Just then, I crawled straight toward the cave entrance. Liu Ryan panicked when she saw this. What's this pervert up to now? Still not satisfied? She used to be Dragon Empress in her past life, so she knows all about snakes being lustful. If she has to endure that humiliation again, she'd rather bite her tongue and die right now. Liu Ryan bit her jaws hard. A flash of determination showed in her eyes. Clearly, she's ready to fight me to the death. But to her surprise, I didn't even look at her, just passed her by. Heading deep into the mountains, Liu Ryan's thoughts were totally clear to me. Snake lust is real, but last life, I was a pure single dude for 30 years. Go again? I really can't do it. Besides, my mind wasn't fully awake just now. Strictly speaking, what happened wasn't really my intention. As I sped through the jungle, I absorbed the memories in my mind. The most important thing now is to get stronger. Gotta become human soon. And shed this scaly beast body. When I returned to the cave again, I brought a mouthful of prey with me. Seeing me come back, Liu Ryan instinctively curled up even tighter. She tried to escape earlier, but her injuries are just too serious. She can't move at all. After seeing the pile of bloody food, Liu Ryan's throat moved. She swallowed hard, but with her empress pride, she didn't beg for food and kept her head held high. At first, I thought about teasing her, but then I decided to forget it. If this money tree starves to death, I'd really lose big. I grabbed a fat brown bear and tossed it right in front of Liu Ryan. Liu Ryan was shocked, her eyes full of disbelief. She was already starving. Ivan is a top dragon demon. She can't fight survival instincts. Alright, I'll try a bite. Once I've recovered my powers, I'll pay back today's humiliation. Without hesitation, Liu Ryan dropped all pretense and opened her huge jaws, tearing through the bear's tough hide with sharp fangs. Hearing her thoughts, my face instantly darkened, eating my food and drinking my stuff, but plotting to skin me alive. If the system hadn't bound her, I would have ditched her ages ago, let her fend for herself. Soon after, my mind was filled with pleasant notification sounds. Ding, congrats, host gets 100-fold reward. Danger alert, ding. Congrats, host gets 100-fold reward. Super sent. Congrats, host gets 100-fold reward. Strength of a bull. I pulled up the system panel right away. Now it showed a dozen new skills. I couldn't help but sigh. No wonder she's a cultivation powerhouse. Just eating a bear gets me crazy rewards like this. Without even thinking, I grabbed a deer and tossed it to Liu Ryan again. At the time, Liu Ryan was still digesting her food and recovering fast. seeing me toss over another beast. She never refused, and tore into it right away. Pleasant system notifications kept blasting through my mind. I was overjoyed. This is what easy mode feels like. For the next 3 days, I went out hunting like crazy every day. All the beasts within 100 miles suffered, unable to escape my clutches. Most of the hunted beasts ended up in Liu Ryan's bottomless pit. Her scales are shinier, and she's getting bigger, almost catching up to me. I can even sense a faint, powerful aura coming from her. But the faster Liu Ryan recovers, the more excited I get. Since I'm the biggest winner, I've now unlocked almost 100 skills. Way stronger than I was 3 days ago. I laughed out loud and tossed the latest prey right in front of Liu Ryan again. Eagerly, I checked my latest rewards. Ding! Detected Liu Ryan's mood change. Intimacy +1. Skill fusion unlocked. Hint: the higher intimacy, the better the reward.
If intimacy drops to 0,
the bond is instantly broken. I was stunned and noticed on the system panel, not only did intimacy show up, but also an insane skill fusion function. Without any hesitation, I fused all the 100-fold reward skills I got lately, all at once. Fusion successful. Congratulations, acquired mystic skill. King of Beasts. Next moment, my giant snake body started swelling fast, and my scales clashed with metallic sounds. My body is way bigger than before. Feeling this explosive change in myself, I turned into a flash of light and shot toward a nearby hill to test my power. Boom! A huge crash. The powerful impact echoed into the sky. That tough little hill. I actually blasted a giant hole right through it. At the same time, inside the cave, after 3 days of eating, Liu Ryan had regained some strength. A cold, arrogant smirk flashed in his eyes. Damn heaven. No matter how many tricks you use, even if you want to wipe out my dragon clan. So what? I, Liu Ryan, still managed to survive. Just then, that booming sound blasted through the air. Liu Ryan tensed up, feeling a huge pressure crash down. So strong he could barely breathe. Could it be the heavenly soldiers chasing me? Thinking this, Liu Ryan's muscles tightened up, ready for a fight to the death. But to his surprise, right as he looked up,
he saw a giant silver python
coiled on a pile of rubble not far away. It gave off a terrifying aura. Why is it him? A look of total shock flashed in Liu Ryan's snake eyes. He never expected that earth-shaking boom just now was caused by the silver snake. Its destructive power is like a spirit-level beast now, but I clearly remember it was just a naturally gifted regular beast. How did it change so much in just 3 days? He locked eyes with me, his gaze sharp and focused. On my forehead, where 2 little horns just grew. He paused for a second. So that's it. A trace of thin dragon bloodline. No wonder it evolved so fast. But that doesn't mean much. I'll let you act smug for a few days. Once I retrain my dragon clan skills, I'll leave you far behind. Thinking about this, Liu Ryan sighed inside. But it's a shame that to retrain these skills, I still need to borrow a demon beast core. With my power now, that's tough. Little did he know. I heard every single thought he had. I looked over at Liu Ryan, secretly making plans. Looks like if I want to get stronger and milk the system more, I have to help this girl get a demon core. Liu Ryan felt uneasy under my stare and cursed me in his heart. Damn pervert. What are you looking at? Just because you leveled up to a spirit beast doesn't mean I'm afraid of you. When I master Dragon Clan magic, I'll stomp you under my feet. I shook my head, smiling wryly. Never thought coming to another world I'd still end up working like a mule for this stubborn girl. Still, enough complaining. I turned and swam deeper into the forest. Before long, I'd reached the heart of the woods. The air here was packed with spiritual energy. It felt like every breath made me stronger. So I immediately started absorbing the energy greedily. Suddenly, a sharp screech blasted from above. I looked up and saw a giant bird, wings spanning several meters, folding as it dove. It came down at me like a sword, getting attacked out of nowhere. I couldn't let my guard down at all. I twisted my body wildly, dodging at the very last second. Wham! That bird's talons smashed the giant rock where I'd just been sitting. The rock was crushed instantly. Stone chips flew everywhere. Watching this, my scalp tingled. Good thing I ran fast, or I'd be in pieces right now. The bird missed and took off again, circling in the sky once, and then dove at me even more viciously. Seeing this, I quickly retreated, cursing inside, what kind of bird is this? Why is it so aggressive? Ding, host has run into a tier 2 demon beast, Snakehawk. Mission triggered. Gift its demon core to Liu Ryan, and you'll get a special reward. My eyes lit up instantly. But then I frowned. The reward was tempting, but that bird's name just screams snake-eating predator. I can't beat it in a straight fight. Gotta use my wits. After thinking a bit, I dashed toward an area full of tangled vines. The snakehawk shrieked angrily, chasing me non-stop. It kept dive-bombing me over and over. I dodged each attack with my nimble moves. Its claws grazed my head more than once. Talk about close calls. So it was me running and it chasing. One snake, one bird. And soon we reached the tangled vine's edge. The snakehawk saw its chance again and dove in for the kill. But this time I didn't dodge right away. As it flew at my face, I suddenly dodged to the side. The snakehawk sped right past me. And because it was too fast, it slammed straight into a mess of 1,000-year-old vines. Its wings instantly got tangled tight, and there was no way to get back in the air. Stupid bird, you're toast now. I unleashed my power, king of beasts. A wave of terrifying force flooded the area. I moved closer and closer to the snakehawk. It couldn't believe, as a tier 2 demon beast, it fell for such a cheap trick. It struggled like crazy, but the more it struggled, the tighter the vines got, till in the end, it couldn't move at all. I opened my huge jaws and bit down on the snakehawk's neck. Under my bloodline suppression, it couldn't even fight back. Crunch. I bit the snakehawk's head right off.
Ding!
Congrats, host slain a tier 2 demon beast, snakehawk. Reward, a heart-guarding dragon scale. A second later, a dragon scale glowing with ancient power appeared right in front of me. It wasn't very big, but it was crazy tough, glowing with a golden light. I thought for a second, then decided to infuse the scale into my body at the 7th heart position, just in case that petty Liu Ryan decided to assassinate me one day. As soon as I gave the command, the dragon scale merged perfectly into my body. It became the toughest part of me. I yanked the snakehawk's body down from the vines, then headed back the same way with my loot. I stayed on high alert the whole way, worried I'd run into another snakehawk, or any of its huge demon beast relatives. Suddenly up ahead, a powerful surge of energy burst out. Could be some rare treasure showing up. Thinking that, I turned and swam straight toward the source. The further I went, the thicker the energy got. It's even kind of thick. A few minutes later, a pool of emerald green water appeared before me. Wisps of dreamy white mist rose up from the lake. I could clearly feel that mist was actually spirit energy. Liquid spirit energy. This stuff only exists in the sacred grounds of sex. Man, I really hit the jackpot. I blurted out in surprise. Couldn't hold back my excitement. But just as I shouted, a terrifying, heart-stopping presence suddenly
Descended thud.
My heart literally felt like it stopped for a second. It was a sense of death, deep in my soul. I instinctively turned and ran. The moment I bolted, a massive jet of water exploded from the center of the lake. It carried a completely destructive force and slammed into a giant tree not far away. Boom. That enormous tree was instantly reduced to dust, crashed to the ground. Damn, I glanced back out of pure instinct. No time to stop at all. Just ran for my life. That presence is way stronger than that snake-hunting mink. So strong, I didn't even dare think of fighting back. No clue how far I ran. Only once I was sure the presence had faded. Did I finally stop and gasp for air? No way, I'm still way too weak. This place has crazy dangers. I'll check it out again when I'm stronger. After catching my breath, I rushed back to the cave as fast as I could. Now I can't wait to get stronger.
Dang!
I tossed the snake-hunting mink hard onto the ground, then tapped it with my tail, telling Liu Ryan to eat it while it's fresh. Liu Ryan examined the mink's body carefully, a flash of deep wariness in his eyes. Even though the mink was dead, its body still radiated a powerful pressure, which made him feel very threatened. This must be a grade 2 beast. Hearing Liu Ryan mutter to himself, I was a bit speechless. I nudged the snake-hunting mink again with my head, urging him to eat it. Liu Ryan was stunned. Is he really offering this to me? Wait, there's a strong demon energy inside. Could it be a demon core? Realizing that, Liu Ryan dove straight into the flesh, skillfully pulling out a glowing demon core. Liu Ryan stared at me in shock. How did a plain, normal snake manage to take down a grade 2 snake-hunting mink? And even gave up the most prized beast and demon core to me. He held the core in his mouth, looking conflicted, and couldn't bring himself to swallow it. I couldn't help but complain silently. Why so cautious? If it's a good thing, eat it already. If you don't eat it, how can I get my reward? I shot him a cold glance. Pretending not to care, I went back to my spot and lay down to rest. Liu Ryan hunched over, and once I was far enough away, he let down his guard, tilted his head back and swallowed the demon core. He thought to himself, there are only 2 reasons he'd give me this. First, he doesn't dare eat a demon core. Second, he wants me to test for poison. Whatever I needed to heal anyway. No idea how long passed. Liu Ryan finally opened his eyes again. His once dull scales regained their shine. His wounds were finally fully healed. Did he really just want me to eat it so I could heal up? Or does he want something else? Liu Ryan stared at me, deep in thought. But he hasn't tried anything weird. He's definitely not trying to be a dragon knight. Liu Ryan shook his head. Forget it. Not going to think about it. We'll see his true nature over time. Time will tell. Not far away, I heard his thoughts, and couldn't help but snort. See my true nature over time? You won't even let me get close. Actually, even if you wanted me to now, I wouldn't go. Maybe when you take human form. Finally, the long-awaited system chime rang. Ding. Liu Ryan has consumed a demon core, triggering the 100-fold rebate. Liu Ryan's affection for the host increased. Now the affection is at 2. I couldn't help but sigh inside. Risked my life for a demon core, and my affection went up by just 1. That empress is way too guarded. Before I could think more, energy inside me exploded like a volcano. Ding! Congrats, host advanced to a grade 1 demon beast. At the same time, my body grew several times bigger. My scales got thicker and harder. I was thrilled. So this is how strong a grade 1 beast is? I felt power surging all over my body. Right then, a voice suddenly shouted in my head. No way, he just lay there and became a grade 1 beast. Liu Ryan stared at me, jaw dropped. Compared to me now, he was like a tiny earthworm. I grinned, smugly thinking, see how cool I am. Bet you'll fall for me, with me protecting you. Your future's looking bright. But just as I was enjoying that thought, the next thing he thought almost made me trip. Now that he's huge, what if he tries something forceful? This small body of mine won't make it. Liu Ryan looked seriously worried, his eyes unconsciously drifting to his thin snake tail. Hearing all that, I jolted upright, staring at Liu Ryan in disbelief. The hell kind of wild thoughts are those? How could a cold empress even think that? Liu Ryan glared back at me, unafraid, cheering himself up inside. Just a spirit breed, and you dare glare at me? But with such a size gap, his anger actually looked pretty cute. Not intimidating at all. I chuckled. This empress is pretty interesting. Can't wait to see her as a human. With those horns on her head to hold on to. Who you? My mind was running wild. I stopped the stare down with the sassy snake and lay down to rest. Guess she's even more afraid of me now. Seeing me back off, Liu Ryan felt proud, then fell into thought again. But no matter how hard she tried, she just couldn't figure out how I advanced so fast. Whatever, I'll drop it for now. Maybe she had a stroke of fortune outside. Next time I gotta tag along. Can't let him keep all the benefits. Liu Ryan looked determined. I'm getting stronger way faster than he is. If this keeps up, how is he going to get revenge? No idea how long passed. Finally, I moved my body, slowly heading toward the exit. Once out, I purposely slowed down, afraid the newly healed empress couldn't keep up. Liu Ryan saw me leaving and quickly followed. But since she just healed, she was still way too slow. Even though I wasn't going full speed, I still left her way behind. Hey, you, slow down. Wait for me. When I'm back at my peak, I'm putting you on a leash. I'll show you who's boss. Liu Ryan gritted her teeth, clearly pissed. At first, I wanted to slow down more and wait. But after being called a dog servant, I got mad and sped up. Soon, I left her hundreds of meters behind. Liu Ryan panicked. Why are you running so fast? Afraid I'll take your loot? Liu Ryan got even more frustrated, trying her hardest to catch up. But no matter what she did, she couldn't close the gap, and just watched me get farther and farther away. In the end, she had to give up sadly, turned to head back to the cave and hide. Then suddenly I appeared, on a big rock not far away, looking down at her from above. I flicked my tail, telling her to come up. You're letting me follow you? Liu Ryan's eyes went wide, looking at me in disbelief. I impatiently flicked my tail again, telling her to hurry up. Stop dawdling. Liu Ryan saw this and didn't hesitate anymore. She climbed up right away, curled up on my back. Smart choice. I rushed ahead with Liu Ryan. Soon, we ventured into the dense woods. Just as we entered the forest, I released my full first-level beast aura, holding nothing back. That fierce, taunting energy quickly attracted the attention of other first-level beasts. A deafening roar suddenly blasted from far away. The explosive roar swept out like a shockwave. Liu Ryan on my head screamed in fear. I stayed calm, my skin tight all over. My ears locked onto the source of the sound. An ape-like shadow swung on a vine, blocking us. Its first-level beast aura unleashed in full. Liu Ryan was still shocked by this beast's power, but I didn't care about it at all. Before the beast could even land, I tensed up my body, opened my bloody jaws, and took the initiative to attack. That ape was several meters tall, pounding its chest, mouth full of stench. It swung its fist like a small mountain crashing down. He thought I was easy prey. He's dreaming. I'm faster than him. I flicked my tongue aside, dodged the punch, then wrapped around his thick arm, squeezing tight. Death flashed in my mind. I roared and wrapped my body around him like a steel cable, choked him with all my strength. The beast howled in pain, its bones cracking under my squeeze. Its eyeballs bulged, about to pop out. A few minutes later, its heart stopped. I tossed the massive corpse on the ground like trash. Liu Ryan looked calm on the outside, but inside she was shocked. This kid is so strong. Killed a peer in one blow. Not bad, I'll have him wipe my blood in the future. I gave a disdainful chuckle. Wipe blood? He can wipe my weapons later. I signaled her to eat the ape's beast core. Liu Ryan froze and started overthinking again. What's this eel up to now? Already gave one, now another? Is he trying to trick me into having kids for him? Or is this his payoff for sleeping with me? I'm speechless at her thoughts. This woman really imagines too much. If she knew I was a dragon, who knows what she'd dream up next? Can't be bothered explaining. I just squeezed the ape's body, split it into pieces, and made her swallow them. Beast core down the hatch. Liu Ryan got a new skill after eating the first-level beast core. I looked at my bear snake body. What's the use of a cooking skill for me? Guess I'll save it. To fill this bottomless pit, I killed a black wolf too. Now 2 first-level beast cores were eaten. The system actually said she needs a second-level core to advance. That made me gasp. How wasteful is that? Liu Ryan, on the other hand, felt proud, standing on my head, acting all bossy. Not bad. This eel gets things done fast. Give him a treat as a crony. I couldn't help but laugh. I'm raising you like my own daughter, but you treat me like your servant. Just you wait till you take human form. I'll deal with you then. Before I knew it, we were near the spirit altar again. Last time, I was chased away without even being a ranked beast. Now I'm a first-level beast. I've got to reclaim my dignity. Liu Ryan was also absorbing the spirit energy here, but I ignored her and swam straight to the deep pool, ready to show whatever's inside who's boss. But just as I got close, the calm surface suddenly bubbled like boiling water. A terrifying killing intent locked onto my back. Not good, my scalp tingled. This feels wrong. I whipped around and fled. Right at that instant, a water pillar as thick as a barrel crashed down where I'd just been. The ground was blasted into a giant pit. I ran while looking back and saw a toad, all gold and covered in warts, with wheels for eyes staring me down.
Its giant eyes locked on me.
I just encountered the 3rd-level beast, Golden Toad. Damn, a yellow third-level toad. The shock nearly killed me. I twisted my body, fleeing for my life. Water pillars smashed down behind me, each one making the earth shake. Bang! My belly got hit hard. A sharp pain tore through me. I rolled in agony all over the ground, but I didn't dare stop. If I slowed down a second, I'd be dead snake. I ran for miles on end, before collapsing, panting. Liu Ryan was stunned with fear too. Once she recovered, anger filled her eyes. That damn toad almost killed me just now. I'll remember this. I'll kill you one day. Liu Ryan trembled with rage. A mighty empress chased by a toad. That's just humiliating. I heard her thoughts, and totally agreed. This grudge needs payback. Even better if she does the work, and I reap the rewards. That fight just now was too dangerous. There's a canyon-wide gap between third-level and first-level beasts. If I wasn't quick enough, I'd be a dead snake by now. Took me a long time to calm my fear. If I can't beat the stronger one, I'll go after weaker ones first. So I took Liu Ryan through the woods, looking for second-level beasts. If we're gonna get revenge, she needs to get stronger first. Suddenly, a tiger roared. The leaves shook everywhere. The sound was full of pressure, cutting right through my bones. Perfect timing, tiger. I didn't feel much danger, but actually felt excited. I was just upset with nowhere to vent. Liu Ryan, though, freaked out instantly, watching the surroundings warily. Soon, a massive striped tiger, over 10 meters long, appeared before us. He stared at me, eyes full of both fear and greed. That's a second-level beast, Mountain King. Liu Ryan called out in shock. She was clearly scared. System alert popped up. Host encountered a second-level beast. Mountain King, Liu Ryan just needs a second-level core. So what if it breaks through? I'm only a first-level snake, but these woods are thick, hard for it to move freely. That's my edge. I coiled up in a snake stance, flexed my upper body, towered up to its height, and stared at it. Both sides were stuck in a standoff. The tiger didn't dare just jump in, just pacing at a safe distance. That silly Liu Ryan even tried secretly sneaking down, thinking she could ambush it. What a joke. A little snake that's not even ranked trying to ambush a second-level beast? That's suicide. Dumb tigress. I cursed it under my breath to keep her from throwing her life away. I had to make the first move. I tensed and launched forward. In an instant, I shot up a big tree. The tiger was startled by my move. It roared and sprang up. Its claws slammed down right where I was just now. Boom! The thick tree snapped in half from that hit. Such terrifying strength. But I'm even faster. I'd already leapt onto another tree. Now my momentum ran out. The next burst hasn't built up yet. The tiger can't turn in midair. Now's my chance. I kicked off the tree hard, shot like an arrow at its side. I opened wide, aiming to bite it, but it reacted fast. It twisted midair with force. My big jaws snapped on air, but those sharp tiger claws hit me square on. A ripping pain stabbed through me. My scales flew everywhere. Flesh and blood were torn open. A gush of blood spurted out, instantly stained the ground red. This is the worst injury I've ever had. The tiger stumbled as it landed. Its eyes were full of shock. It didn't expect a first-rank beast like me to be this tough. I'm already bleeding. Now you have to die. I carried my momentum forward, fighting through the pain. My snake body coiled around it like steel cable. Before it could recover its footing, I charged up my tail with full power and whipped its face hard like a whip. Smack! Its head split open, blood pouring out. One of its eyes burst completely. Blood covered its whole face. Go die! I squeezed with all my strength, snapped its hind leg bones, then locked tight around its throat. The tiger struggled like crazy.
Its claws scratched me all over.
But I wouldn't let go, even if I died. I used every last bit of strength to strangle it. Right then, Liu Ryan finally found a chance. She rushed over and bit the tiger's front leg hard. It didn't do much damage, but it became the final straw that broke the camel's back. A few minutes later, the tiger finally stopped convulsing. Its eyeballs bulged out. It suffocated to death. I collapsed on the ground, gasping for air. Pain all over my body. The wound on my belly was bone deep. Liu Ryan looked at my injury. Her expression changed. She didn't expect me to go this far, just to help her. I rested for a while, then dragged the tiger corpse over, signaled for her to eat the demon core. She froze, shook her head desperately. She wanted me to have the demon core to heal. Cut it out, you're bugging me. If she hadn't tried to sneak attack earlier, I wouldn't have gotten hurt fighting for initiative. After arguing a long while, she finally swallowed that rank 2 demon core with tears in her eyes. She swore deep down she would repay this 100 times over. I couldn't be bothered to explain. If she knew I only did it for the system's refund bonus, she'd probably die from anger on the spot. Ding! Liu Ryan ingested a rank 2 demon core. Triggered 100-fold cashback.
Congrats, host, you get climbing mastery junk skill.
I cursed silently, but as she started breaking through, huge feedback demon energy poured into me. My wound healed so fast I could see it. My aura snapped right back to peak. Still didn't break through rank 2 though. This body's a real bottomless pit. Just as I was frustrated, something was suddenly off with Liu Ryan next to me. Her energy was going wild, shifting from hot to cold. Her whole snake body was shaking, going berserk. Before I could react, she suddenly opened her eyes. Her eyes, normally icy, now glowed a strange pink. She pounced on me in an instant. Her strength was crazy. She pinned me right to the ground. Her body coiled around me like a vine, rubbing and rolling nonstop. I stared at her in horror. A wild idea flashed through my mind. This crazy chick, she's not about to rape me, right? In the end, I just gave up fighting back. Not because I want to give in, but I couldn't move under her weight. As Liu Ryan drew closer with that seductive look, me, a manly 6-foot guy, even if I'm a snake now, actually shed tears of shame. No, I gazed at the sky in despair. My spirit broke. Is this right? This can't be right. But I was totally powerless. All I could do was chant mantras to myself. She's lost control. Not her fault. I'm saving a snake's life here. That's good karma. I'm not losing out. Definitely not. But self-comfort didn't work. Liu Ryan wasn't stopping either. To her, a male scent right now was the ultimate aphrodisiac. And the estrogen she was giving off was driving me wild too. Wind rustled, leaves everywhere. Time seemed to slow down. We rolled and tangled in the fallen leaves. I felt like a race car out of control on a mountain road, dragged along at full speed by her. Hang in there, the Chan. This is fate testing you. I lay there, dazed, letting her do whatever she wanted. My dignity felt utterly violated. Now all I wish is for this crazy chick to wake up already. Kill me to celebrate if you want. No idea how long it lasted. The storm finally passed. The madness faded from Liu Ryan's eyes. All that was left was exhaustion. Her body went limp, curled up to the side, and passed out. I shakily crawled under a tree root, curled myself up tight, shivering in the corner. So embarrassing. A grown man forcefully taken by a female snake. If word of this gets out, how am I supposed to ever get married again? I look like some bullied wife, just silently sobbing. I'll make sure I get payback for this sooner or later. Meanwhile, Liu Ryan finally wakes up. Her eyes snap open. The heat may be gone, but the killing intent in her eyes explodes instantly. Damn mudfish. I'm gonna kill you. Shame and fury rush up inside her. She ignores her tearing pain and tries to charge at me. But just as she lifts her head, she freezes. She sees me curled up under a tree root not far away, looking scared and wronged, totally like a victim. Liu Ryan's rage gets stuck. The whole snake is stunned. Wait, wasn't I the one who suffered? Why does he look so pitiful? Her memory snaps back. The scene flashes again. He freezes on the spot, remembering what just happened. It was when he lost control and pounced on me like a starving wolf. He made the first move. Damn it. Liu Ryan curses in her head. Half her anger deflates. Snakes are lustful by nature, and the strong medicine made it worse. If that mudfish hadn't risked his life to help, he probably would have exploded and died. Bottom line, I saved his life. And all that craziness just now totally drained his crazed demon power.
He didn't die.
In fact, his power got more stable. Looking at my miserable look, her proud empress heart for once feels a bit guilty. Don't feel bad? She wants to say something, but all that comes out is hissing. Stay back. When he comes closer, I get scared and flinch. The whole snake jerks back. Eyes are full of wariness. Sure, we're both snakes, but I still can't get past this. If someone filmed this, it wouldn't even pass review on the dark web. You're a reborn dragon. And this is my first time as a snake. What is this even? I'm bodyguard and gigolo? Liu Ryan stops moving. Her eyes complicated. That feeling, honestly, kinda addictive. She was pure and cold in her last life. Never thought snake instinct would be this wild. But as the Empress, no way, she's letting herself fall for this. She slowly slides over to me. No more killing intent, but starts releasing a calm, cool demon force. It softly covers me, like she's trying to soothe my nerves. Is this crazy chick comforting me? Feeling that chill, I'm stunned. Whatever, Liu Ryan sighs to herself. She lifts her proud head. Fine, I'll owe you this time. But if you ever ask for too much, I'll make you disappear for good. Liu Ryan looks at me, her expression conflicted. This mudfish even gave me his demon core. He's not all that bad. I'll just let it slide this time. Her cheeks blush. Seems she's still thinking about what just happened. Last life she was pure for 10,000 years. But this time she broke the rules twice in a few days. With a snake too. Still, a blessing in disguise. He not only survived his crazed outburst, but actually leveled up to first-rank demon beast. That thrill of power was addicting. Wait, Liu Ryan suddenly realizes. Her bloodline just got purified. A snake's bloodline is usually a mess. But after this union, she's got a touch of pure spirit seed bloodline now. That's the foundation for future cultivation. She quickly looks at me. Her eyes go from confused to curious, like she's trying to see right through me. What's up with this mudfish? He can purify my bloodline without even using life essence. One day I'll dig out your secret. He keeps staring and I get nervous, cursing in my head. Seriously? Now I'm a bodyguard and a tonic, and you even want my secrets? Crazy chick. But at least her anger faded now, so I can finally breathe. Playing the pitiful act was worth it. I survived. Let's just head back to the cave. I need to stabilize my power, Liu Ryan says telepathically. Sounds good to me. I need to get used to my surging. Strength too. Just then, a roar shatters the quiet. Liu Ryan and I both stop. We turn to look. A massive mother brown bear and her cub rush out of the forest. The mother bear is almost as big as a bus, all muscled up. She's got an intense vibe. Late first rank. Even the cub's the size of a small car, looking eager for a fight. Perfect. My eyes light up. Just reached a new level and needed a test. And it shows up on its own. 2 first-rank snakes against 1 first-rank bear. We got the upper hand. Liu Ryan is instantly ready too, just as fierce as I am. We split up in sync. I go after the mother bear, while she takes care of the cub. The little mother bear charges at me, roaring. All fours pounding the ground, moving super fast, totally not seeing us as a threat. To bears, it's supposed to be a one-sided fight. Bears always crush snakes by bloodline. Even lower ranks can take them easily. Too bad you messed with the wrong guys today. I charge straight at the mother bear, super fast. And just as we're about to crash, I slam the brakes. Huge inertia. My tail whips out hard like a lash. It roars through the air and smacks the bear right in the face. At the same time, the cub lunges at Liu Ryan too, mouth wide open, biting at her head. Liu Ryan dodges with a quick move. One fake out and avoids easily. Then she spins and bites the cub's neck. Battle erupts in an instant. A mere first-rank black bear dares take me on. I put everything into that tail whip. All my strength. Smack. The sound explodes. The bear takes a full hit to the face, then gets knocked back dozens of meters like a rag doll, crashing into a tree thick as my arm. Still, this beast is tough, and somehow not dead. It howls and struggles for over 10 seconds, then staggers back up, other than some surface wounds. Even most of its ribs aren't broken. Meanwhile, the cub leaps high, trying to bite Liu Ryan's neck. But its combat experience is pathetic, compared to an empress who's lived over 10,000 years. It's a total joke. Liu Ryan just mocks it with her eyes, twists her body and dodges with ease. Then she opens her mouth wide, shooting out 2 sharp venomous fangs. Crystal venom sprays straight at the cub's eyes. Venom hits its eyes, pain rushing through its body instantly. The cub howls and hits the ground, rolling in agony. That's a bamboo viper, the taste of deadly poison. If I didn't mind getting my hands dirty, just biting you dead would be too kind. Liu Ryan glared coldly at the mother bear. When she heard the cub's screams, her eyes instantly turned red. She roared like thunder and tried to charge over like she was losing her mind. Did you even ask me, son? I moved like lightning, blocking her path right away. My snake body smashed into her like a wrecking ball. With a loud crack, the mother bear's ribs broke. Broken bones jabbed right into her organs. She let out a howl of pain and collapsed on the ground. She couldn't even breathe anymore. All she could do was watch helplessly. As Liu Ryan sank her fangs into the cub, deadly venom pumped in. Next, my tail wrapped around the mother bear's neck. Muscles tensed up, and bones snapped with a loud crunch. The mother bear's eyes bulged out, ready to pop. Blood poured from her nose and ears. She died instantly. That's all you've got? And you want to use us for practice? I gave a cold sneer. With a whip of my tail, I split the mother bear open. Then I took out a fist-sized demon core. Meanwhile, the cub went quiet too, killed by Liu Ryan's venom. Too bad he hadn't leveled up yet. So there was no demon core. I picked up that first-level demon core with my tail and tossed it to Liu Ryan without hesitation. She lifted her graceful neck, caught the demon core, and swallowed it in one gulp. This time she didn't refuse it, but shot me a very complicated look. Ice Liu Ryan's favorability +3. Current favorability. Liu Ryan consumed a first-level demon core. Reward, Divine Skill Walk on Air. Received 100x cashback. Host Demon Power advanced to first-level peak. Just shy of reaching second level. Only 3 points. I muttered to myself. This girl is really tough. Still, this haul wasn't bad. Lots of skills. But they're all pretty useless. System, just merge all those trashy divine skills for me. Turn them into one for me. New synthesis. Successfully obtained spirit rank skill. Blazing venomous bee fangs. My mouth suddenly itched. 2 sharp, curved fangs popped out like cat claws. Growing from thin air. A python with venomous fangs. Plus dragon horns on my head. This look is pretty wild. System explanation. These fangs pack a punch. Against similar level targets if my venom hits. It's like burning alive. They die in seconds. Now that's a good skill. Perfect for ambush. I made a hissing sound and found out I could actually spray venom from my fangs. The poison hit the ground and instantly turned weeds to ash. The air filled with a nasty stench. Whoa, that's toxic. I was shocked. Never thought this venom could be that strong. What kind of python grows venomous fangs? This is nuts. Not far away, Liu Ryan had been coiling up to stabilize her power. But she heard that hissing noise and smelled a foul stench too. She opened her eyes and saw me opening my bloody mouth, with fangs gleaming.
Logically,
Pythons don't have fangs, and definitely not venom fangs. This makes no sense. Wouldn't make it easy to eat prey. Still, that stinky mud eel grew fangs somehow. Maybe it's an evolution? First, it grew dragon horns. Then fangs appeared. Is it turning into a dragon? Liu Ryan was shocked inside. She'd never heard of anything like this. She's lived over 10,000 years, but never heard of a snake evolving just by leveling up without higher bloodline essence. All it did was level up and it evolved. Bloodline is set from birth and lasts your whole life. Leveling up bloodlines isn't easy. You need the right techniques, ones that really fit you, or you'll blow up and die. Girl, you can't resist my charm. I stopped watching the venom burn into the earth and heard that crazy girl's words. So I turned around to look at her, feeling proud of myself. With this kind of power, I'm bound to win over that insane girl. If that mud eel looks at me again, I'll dig out those stinky eyeballs of his. Sensing the way I stared so openly and intensely, Liu Ryan felt totally disgusted. That stare is way too direct. It makes him really uncomfortable. What, is this crazy chick trying to gouge out my eyes or something? One day, sooner or later, I let out a heavy snort in my heart. I turned my head away and stopped looking. When Liu Ryan saw me turn away, she finally stopped saying anything more, but her eyes slid downward, and she saw my lower half. For some reason, her face started burning hot. It felt like blood was rushing to my head. Everything started to spin. Second time walking. Naturally, it's easier than the first. Just as the two snakes were about to leave, suddenly the ground trembled a bit. The earth rumbled and shook, like some kind of terrifying creature was coming. A dark shadow charged from the distance. It moved super fast and was incredibly agile. It looked like a supersized tank. Yeah, I heard a noise. Liu, Ryan, and I turned our heads at the same time. We stared at each other, totally on alert. We were super cautious. It's a brown bear. It's even bigger than that black bear was. And its presence felt much stronger. It hadn't gotten close yet, but I could already smell its powerful life force. That's the mate of the mother bear. My heart skipped a beat. We used its mate and kid for practice. And now the family members showed up. Just a brown bear. I can easily handle it myself. Liu Ryan's tone sounded off, but she still pretended to be tough. System detecting. Host bumped into a second-rank demonic beast, Red Earth Bear. Hearing that, I got fired up, cracking my knuckles ready to go. Really itching for a fight. I've already reached the peak of first-rank beasts. I want to go head-to-head with a raw power second-rank beast. Bring it on, then. Become my nourishment. A roar and a hiss rang out at the same time. The two sounds collided, like two shockwaves. Just the clash caused chaos before the fight began. The forest winds went wild. Deadly silence swept across hundreds of meters. Next second, I made the first move. But I knew I couldn't really fight head-on. So I crouched down and started crawling low to the ground. My snake head slid past tree after tree. My mouse snake body stretching on and on. It was pretty long. Roar, the bear was super close. Then the brown bear actually stood up. Its body looked massive. It was covered in countless scars, showing tons of battle experience and savage energy. It sniffed the blood in the air, and when it caught its own familiar scent, it got even more violent. Not far away, two brown bear corpses, one big, one small, lay on the ground. When the brown bear looked at the mother bear, it didn't freak out much. But when it saw its dead cub, its aura instantly went nuts. Bears aren't great at having babies anyway. Lots die young. Plus, as their rank gets higher, it's even harder to breed. That means this was its only cub. My child. All of you die. As a second-rank beast, the brown bear's mind was about that of a 13-year-old. It had real emotions now. It beat its chest, letting out a wild roar. The sound was deafening, like it was attacking your soul. After roaring, it dropped to all fours and charged right at me, the giant. The two of us, with my white python aura especially strong. It was clear I'd eaten its mate's monster core, but I was way too slippery for it. I moved incredibly fast. I looked down on it. Our power is about the same. What makes you think you can beat me? Perfect, suddenly. I saw the brown bear stop, roaring on the spot, then charging in even faster. Now's my chance. I immediately made a decision. Let's set a trap and wait for it to walk right in. With each step the brown bear took, the ground shook hard. It targeted where I was tangled up by the trees, and jumped up high, about to slam down on my body and smash me into mush. You really thought you had a trick up your sleeve, but turns out you're just a brute. Seeing the bear leap up high, I knew it had totally lost it. All it could do was rage, just as it was about to fall on my body. I quickly yanked my tail away. Boom, the bear landed right on the ground. Besides leaving a huge hole, it didn't do much damage. My tail was already out of the way, and the next second, my snake head shot right back. As soon as the bear landed, I wrapped it up right away. Coiling around once, the bear immediately reacted. Struggling as hard as it could, it tried to break free with both arms, even trying to stand up, wanting to escape ahead, putting some distance between us. I felt pain, didn't expect it to be this strong. My snake body tightly around the bear's chest was really starting to hurt. But as a python, my strength was bigger. As my head wrapped tighter around it, I only squeezed harder. The small space it had fought for closed up right away. The close combat started. Well, I say close combat, but really it was just me crushing it alone. The bear couldn't resist at all. When I said head-to-head, I meant fighting like this, testing our strength. But after the first coil, the rest got a lot easier. Even though the bear tried to pry me off with its arms, it was already over. It couldn't fight back anymore. I started wrapping it even faster. And before I was fully coiled around, its body was already starting to pop and crack, the sound of bones grinding and smashing. At first, the bear was still roaring in pain, all just to try and distract itself. But soon a few minutes passed, and it was tied up completely. Let me see how strong my venom really is. When I finished wrapping, I realized I could easily crush the bear now, because it was bound up and had no way to use its strength. Perfect. Now I'll try out this new blazing venomous bee toxin I got. See how lethal it is. So I opened my massive jaws, my fangs flashing in the sunlight, then quickly plunged them into the bear's body, easily breaking through its tough skin, sinking into its flesh. The venom got injected right in, inside the bear, where no one could see. The clear venom touched blood and instantly turned red, like lava eating away at its blood. At first, the red venom spread through the bear's body via its veins. Once enough was in, I pulled my blazing venomous bee stinger out. After all, it just got its fangs. Not that much venom has built up yet. 3 short minutes pass. The venom glows red like lava. It's getting even redder. The color turns deeper. It's almost turning black now. The first spot is already going dark. It's like a ball of fire is burning inside the bear. As the roasting flesh starts to cook, the bear already had several broken bones, so it was in serious pain. Now the fast-acting venom kicks in too. The whole bear is in agony. Its eyes are filled with pure despair and fear. It glances at its already dead mate and cub. That makes it even more unwilling. 4 minutes in, blood stops flowing inside the bear. Not sure if its heart just stopped, or if the venom has turned all the bear's blood to sludge. Like it's become solid. The whole family's together now. Guess they're all heading to the underworld as one. Once I feel its fading life force disappear, I finally let go of the bear. I take a few deep breaths. That took some effort. Luckily, Liu Ryan off to the side knows my strength well, so she didn't butt in. Last time the tiger attacked, she didn't know how strong this white python was, so she jumped in without thinking and messed up the timing. No need to say much about her. Just that muscle memory burned into her. Reminds her not to intervene. I toss out a demon core. A little shake and a throw. I toss it to Liu Ryan. Here, you can have it. This dumb loach. Why won't it eat even one demon core? Did its conscience finally kick in? Liu Ryan knows she's eaten plenty of demon cores, so she didn't expect this one at all. She's pretty surprised, since I really haven't eaten any myself. I hand them all over to her. Liu Ryan spits it out again and tries to give it back. Even with her 1,000-year thick skin, she can't accept it shamelessly. But my hissing leaves no room for argument. I shove the demon core right in front of her little green snake form, and I'm pretty stubborn about it. Well, you gave it to me, but I never said I'd eat it. If you don't eat it yourself, don't blame me for taking it. Liu Ryan's throat bobs as she stares at the demon core. She really wants it. She does want to get stronger, but she still acts tough as she says all that. Then finally puts the demon core in her mouth, like she's trying to comfort herself. This crazy woman is still so aloof. She really has to make excuses before she eats. She's so tsundere, it's ridiculous. I'm really looking forward to her taking on a human form. System detects Liu Ryan's attitude towards host has changed. Favorability 1. Current favorability 6. Another reminder from the system? I nod quietly, thinking about it another way. Just one tier 2 demon core. Can make a reborn empress like me a bit more fond of myself. That's honestly pretty decent. Thinking about that, I feel a lot better. Watching Liu Ryan start to refine the demon core. I stop overthinking and get ready to break through. Like I'm gearing up for a tough fight. Gotta be careful not to mess up here. Soon my belly suddenly makes a popping bubble sound. Did I just become a tier 2 beast? System detects Liu Ryan refining the demon core provided by the host. Begins 100x cashback. System gives a reminder. And tons of vital energy rush into me. My aura shoots up. But my body only grows to around 30 or 40 feet before stopping. Looks like my bloodline limits my size. Unless I hit another major rank, that's it. Mid-stage tier 2 beast. That 100x cashback isn't much, huh? Still feels kinda weak. If one demon core can't push me to the next level, it's not enough for me. My power surge settles at mid-stage tier 2 and stops rising. Not sure if I just stayed focused and had no distractions, or the system made it all easier. The whole process went super smooth, just like water pouring into a bottle. I finally made it to late stage tier 1. I'm close to crushing this dumb loach now. After refining the demon core, Liu Ryan opens her eyes and looks super happy. Her mood totally changes, but the next second, she senses me in front of her, and my aura's even stronger now. Energy's also insanely powerful. There's a hint of bloodlust in the air. It makes snakes really anxious. Wait, how did he break through again? At this rate, when will I ever catch up? Liu Ryan looked totally shocked. I'm leveling up super fast. Just managed to beat him down. But I'm just lazily lying on the ground, belly up under the sun. Basically sunbathing. Liu Ryan was furious. He trained so hard. Gulps down loads of demon pills. Yet he's still slower than someone who does nothing. Damn, he works so hard training. I haven't even seen him actually train. Suddenly, an idea flashed in Liu Ryan's mind. OMG totally believes it. It must be because my technique absorbs a lot. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Otherwise, if I was training another technique, I'd definitely be faster than that dumb eel. That's definitely it. But little did she know I did nothing. Just trained alongside him. Not only does the technique give back 100 times the demon power, but the cultivation method is 100 times too. It's just that right now it's still absorbing internal energy. Helps the training and body transformation stage. Yeah, that's it. That's definitely it. Liu Ryan kept saying it to herself, just to keep her almost strong. As someone who's been reborn, she still can't beat a random snake from some backwater lower realm. She's supposed to be the Dragon Emperor, yet she's not as fast as a snake. If people heard, the snakes would all laugh at her. Then try harder. Train. Dragon Girl. Work those odd jobs. Keep leveling up. I'm honestly loving this. Feels like she's pushing herself. Don't even need to push her myself. She's already training hard on her own. If it wasn't for snakes having no facial expressions, my face would be all twisted by now. And Liu Ryan still has no idea. Still secretly training. Determined to surpass me quickly. Put that annoying white python beneath her. I'll surpass you one day. Stupid eel. Liu Ryan looks at me with fierce determination. Seeing me break through motivates her even more. She's dead set on training, just as both snakes are resting. A strange energy fills the air. It spreads super fast. In just a moment, the energy spread over 100 miles. What kind of energy is that? Liu Ryan and I both looked up sharply. We spoke at the same time. Feels like a huge burst of spiritual energy. It's thick, spreading everywhere. Can't sense the source. Maybe it's a treasure appearing. Yeah, must be. We gotta get over there now. See what's going on. If we can, we have to grab the treasure. Liu Ryan's eyes narrowed. A fierce aura shot out of them. A treasure is emerging. Looks like it's over at the spirit altar. Let's go check it out. I pushed down my shock, turned my snake head in that direction, swished my tail, and wrapped up that little green snake, going full speed, headed right for the spot with the strongest spiritual energy. That spiritual energy must be a spirit-level treasure. It's not amazing, but for the lower realm, it's super rare. If I can grab it, that'd be awesome. It'll really help me. Liu Ryan is still deep in thought. A spirit treasure. But next second, she gets swept up by a big tail, swinging around in the air. After a few seconds, she struggles free from me and clings tightly to my back. That stupid eel didn't even say a word before taking off. Suddenly just acted. One day, I'll make you feel the same way. Liu Ryan is grinding her teeth in anger, cursing me nonstop in her heart. Better save your energy. We gotta fight for the treasure soon. I'm sprinting all the way, super fast. The trees zip by as blurs. Gone in a flash. We're not far from the spirit altar. In about 10 minutes, we reach the altar. The spiritual energy explodes. Something rare must be appearing. Even though that crazy girl keeps saying, it's not a big deal. But this is the lower realm. It's gotta be useful. I think to myself. I push through the strong spiritual resistance. The spiritual energy is like a waterfall or tornado, spreading out in every direction. The forest air gets even thicker with energy. It's the same spirit altar as before. A golden toad is guarding it. We gotta be super careful. Liu Ryan is being really cautious on my back. All her pride and anger are gone.
Now,
She's completely focused. No way will she get careless. A second chance at life isn't easy. No wonder that golden toad is so strong, but didn't come after us before. Turns out he sensed the treasure inside the altar. He's been hiding here the whole time. Definitely for today's spirit treasure. Liu Ryan looked around, finally figured out the earlier problem. That golden toad went all out fighting before. I totally wasn't a match for him. Yet he just ignored us and didn't attack. If he had, we would have been toast. He must be at least a tier 3 beast. Looks like we're in trouble. That explains it. No wonder the toad wouldn't come out. It's because of this. Suddenly everything made sense to me. Now I get what's going on. I thought the toad was just lazy. Turns out he was guarding the spirit treasure. Afraid some other beast would snatch it when he's gone. But I'm a tier 2 beast now. I can fight him. Golden Toad, I'm taking your treasure today. With that, my thoughts shifted. Not hiding my ambition at all. I'm a snake, a cold-blooded animal. Why would I care about human morals? System detected. A rare heavenly treasure has appeared. Dragon blood fruit, spirit treasure grade. Located at the spirit altar. Host, there's a tier 3 beast 500 meters away. Azure water golden toad. System alert. It came out of nowhere. Azure water golden toad, huh? Let's see who's better. That toad with water powers? Or me, this water snake? I snorted coldly and sped up. The aura blast faded soon. But suddenly, a wave of pressure hit from afar, like some supreme bloodline was over there. Accidentally let out some of its power. If a normal low-tier beast got close, it would be paralyzed. At best, bones would crack. At worst, they'd die instantly. Tier 1 might just barely survive. But Tier 2 South are different. Just slowed down. Movement a bit sluggish. The pressure from the azure water golden toad. I sensed the energy for hundreds of meters. I could feel a huge hostility from the toad's location. He wants to fight. I don't feel any of this pressure at all. My strength completely shields me from it. But Liu Ryan can't really handle it. She's totally frozen by the pressure. Can't even move. The Beast King saw she couldn't take the pressure. It's like she's pinned down by something super heavy. I didn't hesitate. I unleashed my own pressure right away, going head to head with the Bai Shui golden toad. My presence hits before I even show up. Our two auras clash, face to face. A spark bursts out mid-air in an instant. I'm not slowed down at all. Second level aura can't really scare off the crystal cicada. But at least Liu Ryan can finally relax. But this pressure can't hurt it anymore. This beast's pressure is at least level 3. That's a crazy big gap. Liu Ryan feels bitter inside. If a level 2 beast could even fight a level 3, he would never use his tail like that. Let's just call it even for now. After all, you did use your aura to shield me. Soon the two snakes move closer to the altar. Before we can get any closer, several thick water jets, big as barrels, shoot out from the altar. They're packed with beast energy. A level 3 beast already can use energy to activate techniques. Of course, for beasts, most skills are just built into their bloodline, or just some simple energy attacks. They shoot it out of their body to strike, just like that Bai Shui golden toad, harnessing water from the altar for its attack. Several giant trees get blasted by the water jets, snapping right in half and collapsing. The crash is ear-splitting. Some jets drop straight from the sky, falling from above those huge trees, even splitting trees too big for anyone to hold around, slicing them right in two. That was close. These water jets are deadly. I twist and turn continuously, just barely dodging those powerful strikes. That Bai Shui golden toad really is impressive. If we try approaching the altar a third time, its attacks will still freak people out. But I'm not scared at all. I keep charging forward like crazy, looking totally fearless. One day I'm going to kill you. I curse to myself. The distance between us keeps shrinking. The altar's big size soon becomes clear. The pond inside is deep green, covered in moss, with branches and stones everywhere. No other creatures but the golden toad. There's a huge rock in the altar. The surface is super flat. A dark green golden cicada sits on top. Its back is covered with endless bumps, showing off its powerful venom. It weighs at least 3,000 or 4,000 pounds, about 7 or 8 meters tall. It's several meters wide too, not as big as a tiger or a bear, but way stronger, especially in water. Totally made for that environment. This spirit pond might be called a pond, but it's not small at all. A violent waterfall crashes down above it, falling from a steep cliff. Below, the spirit pond is hundreds of meters wide. Not as big as a lake, but definitely bigger than a creek. When we finally get close to the altar, Liu, Ryan, and I can finally see things clearly. Before we can take a closer look, another round of water jets blasts from below. Even faster this time, and deadlier. That Bai Shui golden toad keeps opening and closing its mouth, firing off more attacks each time. Liu, Ryan, and I don't dare take them head on. Why risk it when we can dodge? How do we even fight this? A level 3 beast. A straight-up fight won't work. I need to find a chance to ambush. Liu, Ryan has zero sense of honor. When she can't win, her first thought is to play dirty. That's how the jungle works. Winner takes all. Without hesitation, she leaps up, jumping off my silver python back. Then she dives into the woods to find a shot. Seeing that and hearing her thoughts, it's totally clear to me. I'll go up front to draw their fire. They're waiting for the right moment to make a move. Compared to the crystal shovel inside the wall, our biggest advantage is having more people. If we don't use it, we're wasting our 2-on-1 edge. Mid-stage of second rank. Our strong power is clear. I'm really fast. I dodge every attack perfectly. I finally reach the shore. I dive straight into the water. Even though the golden water toad is strong here, I'm a snake too. Don't be fooled by my python form being a land animal. I'm way tougher than tigers, and way above bears, snakes, and birds. It's not just a little stronger. Turns out this is how the water feels. I dodge the water jets, while sighing to myself. My inner demon power surges. I block my airway, so I can go without breathing for a while. I swim like a fish now. Even though there's no footing in the water, I quickly figure out how to swim. It's like my water skills just unlocked. So, a 3rd rank monster beast, like this. If all you can do is squirt water, no wonder I can easily beat you. I'm not impressed at all. A proud 3rd rank monster so weak. I can't see the water jets underwater, but I can feel the demon power around. Whenever I sense it coming, all I need to do is dodge. Just as I lower my guard, the golden toad 100 meters away gives a creepy smile. Ribbit. A deep, threatening ribbit echoes. Waves surge up in the water. First, it slows me down. Then a nasty stench fills the water. Uh-oh, I've fallen into a trap. The toad's back is full of poison, spreading through the pond water. He waited for me to get in on purpose. Suddenly, I feel chills all over. That poison is colorless and odorless, blending perfectly into the water. The golden water toad has lived in the spirit pond for ages, so the water must be loaded with poison. That's why it's the only creature here. Thinking about this, my back chills. I get cold inside, like falling into an ice pit. Right now, I want to escape the spirit pond, but there's just no chance. That loud ribbit thickens the water. Like an additive, the pond turns sticky. Even moving is tough now. The poison in the water is super corrosive. Within seconds, white mist forms on my scales. The pond water steams like boiling water. In just a moment, bubbles pop up everywhere within dozens of meters. My snake skin is pretty useful. A lot of demon power stays inside, but I can coat my scales to fend off the poison. I'm surprised. Never thought. Skin that couldn't handle tiger claws would be useful here, scraping the water. The toad sees I can't move at all, and gets totally excited. He sensed my powerful presence long ago, and knew the water jets wouldn't kill or even hit me. He weakened the attack on purpose, just to lure me in. It's a trap, catching me in the pond, but all that fat on him. Shakes every time he moves. Big lumps all over like human heads. These ugly things. All spread deadly poison that's invisible and odorless. This is why the toad never wants to leave the spirit pond, even to the death. But in the next second, his happy smile freezes. That white glow just gives off steam, but doesn't hurt me. Even with all the white mist, bubbles rising, and water getting hotter, I'm still not harmed. The crystal toad is stunned. Its main strength is nothing in front of my scales. I don't hide my killing intent. My eyes are icy cold. If my face muscles were more flexible, I'd be grinning wickedly now. I swing my body, powered up by demon force. boosting my strength, agility, and defense. My eyes become even more aggressive, and my ambition shows clearly. The toad looks at me, this giant silver python. I'm just a second-rank monster, but I easily resist the poison. The golden water toad stops waiting and starts attacking. It's huge, but moves crazy fast, like a nimble fat guy charging around. Its ugly limbs spread out, turning its body into a rolling meatball. It moves underwater like it's on land, no resistance. So nimble for its size. My pupils shrink. Can't believe how agile it is. It maxed out its speed. I feel resistance in the water, but with its giant body, it doesn't slow down at all. Fuming inside, I lash my tail and sweep it at the rolling blob. The golden water toad spins fast, charging at me like a spinning top. We get into close combat. Instantly, my strong tail slams into the toad. Lots of pond water bursts under the impact. In just one breath, all the surrounding pond water is forced aside. No water left. Whoa, I get knocked flying by the power. My whole snake body is sent flying dozens of meters. I slam right onto the shore. Good thing my scales are tough, so I'm not hurt. But the golden water toad is unaffected, not even stepping back once. He doesn't need to charge up, and keeps coming at me. The toad ball sees my body can handle it. His first move failed to hurt me at all. Next second, he roars angrily, holds his breath, and unleashes all his demon power and strength at once, ready to crush me into meat paste. It's been a long time since anyone in this forest could match him, but now I'm here. I'm totally shocked. The opponent's speed is insane, so fast he's leaving after images. I quickly dodge to the side, trying to avoid his attack completely, but sadly, just as my upper body gets out of range, his spinning top attack hits, slamming hard into my lower body. I'm lodged deep into the shore, right in the mossy rocks underwater. I let out a pained cry. That hit hurts a lot. Pain surges from my lower body. Feels like my heart and lungs are torn. Good thing I ran fast. My upper body escaped. Otherwise, my organs would have shattered. I push myself to keep escaping. My snake power works hard to heal my tail. My tail took the hit. Didn't get smashed into mush. But it's not looking good either. Blood seeps through my skin, dyeing the pond red. All I see is blood everywhere. Now the archers are here. The jade water toad is attacking like crazy, but all I can do is scramble away, trying to avoid getting hurt too much. Why aren't they out yet? I've been waiting here forever. It's normal he can't beat a stage 3 beast, he's just stage 2. Hurry up and get out here. I've already laid my ambush. That huge tree by the shore blocks out the sky. A green snake is coiled on the treetop among the leaves. It seems well hidden. Even its aura is fully concealed. Almost like there isn't a snake here at all. Liu Ryan grows anxious. He can see the fierce fighting under the water, especially the constant waves being smashed up, which scares the snake a lot. At first, the water in the pond suddenly started to boil. White steam and bubbles kept rising up. Then water in the pond's center vanished all of a sudden. Ripples spread all over the surface. The force was huge. Waves echoed from the center to the shore several times. Then big waves rolled in again. Some waves came over here, followed by more from there. The waves crashed together. It was impossible to tell them apart. A strong voice rang out. Normally, Liu Ryan wouldn't want to lose her white horse, since it's a valuable ally. But if things turn really bad, she'd have to give up to stay safe. Self-preservation comes first. With only 6 points of favor, it's not like much can be done. If he insists on hiding, then there's really no way to fight. The golden toad swims great. Clearly, it's a water monster. I may be a snake like that mud eel, but I'm not a water snake. Snakes fight better on land. I'm not risking my life, staring for a long time. Liu Ryan finally speaks 3 sentences. If I can help, I will. He stands on the treetop for ages, watching the water. Of course, I heard every word. What, you were hiding on shore this whole time? I thought you went underwater to help. If I knew, would I have taken this beating? Even as I complain, my face looks terrible. Now that I know her plan, I stop hesitating underwater and swim straight to the surface. Quack, you think it's that easy to leave? Now that you've seen the spirit treasure, if I don't end you today, you'll become a huge problem later. The jade water toad keeps chasing me. following right behind. At first it was a straight fight. He always had the upper hand. But I'm a cunning stage 2 python. I keep circling around him. I know he's too fat to turn fast. That slows him down a lot. Now I swim straight towards the shore. Of course he won't let go. This is a perfect chance. I poke my snake head out of the water. Lay down on the bank. Soaked all over. Water pours off my body. Then I dash inland. I don't hesitate at all. Just as my tail hits the ground, the jade water toad flies out of the pond, spraying water into the air. The water falls down like rain. Quack! The sound is like a tiger's roar. It blasts out in waves. A thunderous boom. The giant toad landed steadily. Its huge body and ugly face were enough to make you sick. The next moment, a bright green snake shot out from the treetops. It leaped forward, lunging right at the giant toad's neck. Liu Ryan wasn't actually small. She could probably wrap around the toad 2 or 3 times. She was fast and caught it off guard. The toad didn't even notice. Not until she landed on it. Only then did the jade water toad realize something was wrong. Liu Ryan opened her huge jaws. Her sharp fangs bit straight at the toad's throat. But the toad reacted incredibly fast. Its long tongue shot out from its mouth, spiraling straight toward the green snake. Hiss! The venomous fangs pierced the skin. She barely got a few drops of venom in before that snake was grabbed. Then it was flung high into the air. Liu Ryan suddenly felt weightless. In an instant, she was launched dozens of meters away. The jade water toad didn't hesitate at all. The moment she flew up, it jumped up too, locking eyes on the green snake. Its jaws opened, ready to swallow her whole. Am I really about to die here? After being reborn, am I really losing my life this easily? Liu Ryan was gripped tight by the long tongue. The strength was so great she couldn't break free. She slowly closed her eyes, filled with unwillingness. She struggled hard, which only made the toad squeeze harder. The jade water toad's eyes were full of cruelty. It looked so smug. You dared to sneak attack me, so you better be ready for the price. The enormous tongue tightened sharply, super fast, like it was out of control, glowing hot like a steel bar. Just as things were at their worst, a giant python suddenly shrieked nearby. Who knows when? But I appeared again right beside the toad. I was already coiled up under its feet, then quickly spiraled upward, climbing right up the giant toad. As soon as I reached its belly, I used all my strength, squeezing tight, wrapping the ugly toad as tight as I could. The jade water toad didn't even notice, until my silvery python body got right next to it. Not good, but not a big deal. But then, a huge force hit. The pain of being squeezed shot right through the toad's brain. It couldn't help but croak loudly. The tongue that had gripped the green snake suddenly let go. Liu Ryan was just a step away from being eaten. She instantly opened her eyes. Her pupils narrowed to slits, clearly scared. But she responded fast. And as soon as she started falling, she found something to grab onto. She swung back, dead set on injecting all her venom into the toad, even if it would only paralyze it for a minute. A minute was enough for the white python to immobilize it. At some point, I became a huge help to Liu Ryan. She even started to trust me, though that's not really the same as liking me. But I didn't realize any of this. I also opened my jaws, baring my sharp fangs, wanting to inject my own venom into the enemy too. Just when Liu Ryan and I thought the two of us could bring it down, the toad let out an angry roar, like it was totally enraged. Right then, its real power finally exploded. A mighty croak echoed. In just a blink, it was already high in the air, dozens of meters off the ground, higher than even the tallest trees. Turned out it was the jade water toad, leaping 100 meters up. It felt the two snakes tightly wrapped around it, and tried to drop down twice for momentum, hoping to shake us off. Even though it's a toad, it knew how strong a python's grip is. Unless it had no other choice, it wouldn't fight us up close. As soon as it jumped up, Liu Ryan was thrown off by the momentum. It wasn't that she wasn't strong. She just didn't manage to hold on to the jade water toad. She was just trying to inject venom earlier. Plus, the green bamboo pit viper's grip isn't very strong, so she couldn't hang on. And for a first-tier beast to try and bind a third-tier beast, that's just not a good move. It's actually more about tying herself down so she can escape at any time. or make space to dodge attacks. Unexpectedly, it also put her at serious risk. Luckily, Liu Ryan fell into the spirit altar without getting hurt. Instead, her body started to absorb the spirit energy, quickly circulating her cultivation technique, refilling her empty demon power. The spirit energy turned into demon power. Meanwhile, I was coiled tightly around the jade water toad's belly. At first, I wanted to use my long body to wrap around its neck, trying to crush its bones. But before I could complete the move, I was already in the air. So to keep from being thrown off, I had to stay coiled tightly around its belly, giving up on attacking for now. While there are plenty of organs in the belly, that's also where the most fat is. Trying to choke a third-tier beast with second-tier strength is possible. But squeezing its belly won't be enough. When a python catches prey, its first move is to choke it, then snap its bones. That's what I planned too. But since the toad kept jumping up, I had to give up. It was really frustrating, but I had no other choice. Soon, Jade Water Toad reached the highest point, but saw me, the silver python, still wrapped tightly around it. Its short limbs were too weak to break free. It could only rely on its powerful jumps to try and throw me off. Compared to a second-tier python, its tongue isn't strong enough. Don't make me laugh. Once the white python is shaken off, the Jade Water Toad has plenty of ways to finish it off, like pinning it down with its tongue for a few seconds, then ripping off a piece of flesh, or pulling off a scale and injecting venom inside, or just jumping up again and squashing the python under its butt. Too bad, I was just too strong. Aside from not being able to deal fatal damage to myself, everything else went fine. The toad used its demon power to fall even faster, hoping to throw me off as it landed. Damn, it was my first time up so high. I screamed in terror. I've never flown this high before. I was totally freaking out. But to the Jade Water Toad, my shouting sounded like a challenge. His eyes, huge like wheels, are bloodshot. There's madness in his gaze. As the deadline for the leader draws near, he has to end this fast. That sudden burst of energy just now was actually a sign the leader was about to fall. Soon, a loud bang echoes. Both the snake and toad hit the ground instantly. Dust explodes everywhere. Even nearby weeds get blasted away. The shock rips up the soil. It makes my heart roar. It's just inertia. I can barely stop myself from crashing down. But I hold on tight, squeezing the Bayou Golden Toad's belly. Its stomach sinks in deep. Finally, with all my strength, I don't get slammed off, just as Liu Ryan jumps back up, ready to sneak attack. The Bayou Golden Toad leaps into the air again, not hesitating at all. Basically, right after landing, it jumps up again. This time, I'm ready. I can still bite into its belly and inject my venom. That sudden climb before made my head blank out for a second, but now I won't miss this chance. Even my tail is straining hard, all to keep a tight grip on it. My jaws open wide. My fangs instantly stab into the golden toad. With barbed fangs, it's hard to pull them out, unless I retract them myself. Try my blazing wasp venom. Way up in the air, the Bayou Golden Toad leaps again. It hits a new height. And right then, I grin wickedly inside and stab my venomous fangs deep into its skin. It goes in almost effortlessly, pierces its iron-like hide. Snake fangs, just like cat claws, can retract. Curved, barbed fangs work great. They stay in even if the enemy struggles. The retractable fangs, let the snake control them easily. They're flexible but tough. The Bayou Golden Toad doesn't have a neck. It can't look down at its belly, but it clearly feels a fang digging deep into its body. The Bayou Golden Toad suddenly feels a chill all over. Venom shoots into its blood and spreads through its veins. First, a freezing touch. He feels his whole body stiffen up. He can't move at all. Then he tries to focus his demon power to push away the toxin inside, trying to force it out. At that moment, the Bayou Golden Toad is about to hit the ground. Frozen limbs are gonna make this landing pretty rough, causing serious damage. But sadly, the venom turns scorching hot. Almost the instant before landing, the toad can suddenly move again.
Bang!
It lands steady. The Bayou Golden Toad croaks non-stop, thinking its demon power worked. But in the next second, its face freezes up suddenly. Its body temperature skyrockets, like a ball of fire, blazing up in its veins. The searing pain hits its brain. It feels like its organs are roasting. Gas seems to build up inside the toad, all from the burning. In just 1 minute, the Beau golden toad feels both ice and fire. It's pure torture. Its veins pulse and tighten, like they're about to burst. The toad gives it everything it's got. The Beau golden toad tries to jump back into the spirit altar to cool down. It gathers all its strength again to make another jump. If it can leap up, it can land safely on the altar. It feels like the altar will heal all its pain. But, unfortunately, the Beau golden toad's mind slows down. It's sluggish and dull. His eyes go wide. An overwhelming fatigue fills his brain. Even wants to rest and sleep once the venom is inside it. With its high cultivation, its heart beats faster. The blood in its body flows super fast. In just a few breaths, the toxin spreads everywhere. It attacks all over the body. At first, the venom feels cold, like an icy cave.
Then,
The clear white venom turns red instantly. It sticks to the blood vessels like lava. Inside the organs, demonic energy rushes in, but it can't drive the poison out. There's no way to fight it. Suddenly, tons of bubbles appear, starting to corrode the gold toad's vessels and organs. The attack comes from inside. Intense pain hits. The sleepy toad wakes up instantly. But too bad. The pain is so bad. The Jadewater gold toad can't move. It collapses right away. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. It cries out loudly.
it's pain.
It's fury and resentment. It even wants to beg for mercy. Even with all that pain, it's not killed right away. But the gold toad can't fight back. Its life is in the enemy's hands. Wow, is my venom really this strong? If it's from the system, it must be top-notch. I can't help but sigh. Never expected this. Just 12 to 20 liters of venom can make a third-rank beast hurt this much. But anyway, I didn't stop. I start wrapping around its windpipe, trying to finish it off fast, to avoid trouble. The fight's taken a lot out of me. I'm almost wiped out, with hardly any strength left. Is its venom really that strong? It's just a python, but somehow grew fangs. And not just fangs. The venom is super potent too. Now I'm even more curious about this dirty eel. Liu Ryan keeps an eye on everything. She sees it all clearly. What's left to say? It's already down. No need to do anything else. If even that strong venom? Still, let the gold toad hang on for almost half an hour. And die in pain. Too much fat. Made it tough for the poor guy. The Jadewater gold toad couldn't figure it out even at death. How did a python grow venomous fangs? And how can the venom be this strong? It's not fair. Snakes are made for close combat. It's bad enough they're strong brute pythons. And it knows they're strong. But the venom, seriously. The gold toad died without ever understanding. Killed by a python's fangs. It knew exactly what was happening. Just shut it down, this is pointless. When the gold toad's heart finally stops, I crawl off its body. If we were the same level, it'd only take 4 or 5 minutes. But crossing ranks means it takes 40 or 50 minutes, which is already insane. The poison can't be driven out. If you get hit, you almost always die. It just depends on how long it takes. Finally dead. That toad was always dodging me. Super careful and sharp. Thinking back on the fight, I break down the details of crossing ranks and the battle experience. I realized during the exchange, it started with water attacks, then used poison attacks, but never used its crazy strong body. That gold toad was so cautious. Even as a meatball, it was really cunning. As a python, there was no way I could coil around a fast-moving blob. Only after I kept losing ground and got pushed on shore did the toad come out to finish me off. If I hadn't grown venomous fangs, I would have never turned it around. Otherwise, the battle would have gone just how the gold toad planned, and I'd barely survive. Quick, give the demon core to Liu Ryan. I need to recover. See if I can get myself a third-rank beast buff. After all this fighting, I'm completely beat. I breathe out a thick, heavy sigh. Really tired. Super exhausted. A third-rank beast really is different. There's definitely bloodline power now. Maybe from rank 3 onwards. They all have rare bloodlines. No way a rank 3 beast doesn't. Reaching rank 1 by chance is possible. Maybe even rank 2. But never rank 3. Once is luck, twice maybe, but not 3 times. Soon I fish out a demon core and toss it to the green snake. I don't hesitate at all. Really decisive, even giving the demon core to me. Liu Ryan takes the core, but doesn't swallow it right away, and just freezes in place. Though I've given her so many cores, she hasn't eaten a single one. Guess she's used to it. Still, this feels off. Why is she being so good to me? For a moment she feels really moved and totally confused. Something just feels weird to her, but she can't figure out what. Liu Ryan's face looks complicated, and her eyes are all kinds of mixed up. Thankful, confused, puzzled. Hissing softly, I signal her to swallow it already. Liu Ryan doesn't hesitate anymore and gulps it down. That's good news. Why hesitate? He gave it to me himself. I watched the whole thing, and he didn't pull any tricks. Just think of it as him making up for past mistakes. Liu Ryan remembers those impulsive times and decides he's trying to make up for acting rash. At least that's what she says. But deep down she doesn't buy it. What's really going on? Only Liu Ryan knows. The system senses Liu Ryan's mood shift again and ups her favorability 5 points. Current score. Liu Ryan's favorability toward host is now 11. How'd I get so many points from this crazy chick? Did she grow a conscience? I'm really shocked. Never thought I'd actually get 5 whole points. Maybe it's from quietly helping out before. And now it pays off. And she's finally seeing the good side of me. I guess that's it. After swallowing the 3rd rank demon core, the big boost of demon power is about to fill Liu Ryan up. But then, her cultivation method kicks in fast. Her whole snake body starts refining the demon power. All the messy, unstable energy gets pushed out, leaving only the purest power. The refined demon power is way stronger than just swallowing it straight. It's even richer, because as a demon, absorbing spiritual energy gets turned into demon power by the demon core, and it works just like spiritual energy. It's more in line with how the bloodline technique works. A huge amount of demon power vanished. Liu Ryan's power leveled up again. She's now a late-stage 1st-tier demon beast. A real 3rd-tier demon beast. But the demon core barely leveled him up. My stamina came back fast. But I still didn't hit late 2nd tier. It's not just feedback from their technique. It's also the win after healing my injuries. I guess I'm not far from late 2nd tier. System detected. Liu Ryan took the demon core I provided. 100x cashback. Host is rewarded with hardened scales. If needed, hardened scales can be triggered with demon power. Turns normal snake scales on your skin into harder, armored scales. Damage taken is blocked by using demon power. Basically, you use demon power to take hits. If I had that just now, down in the water, I wouldn't have been chased by that golden toad so badly. I wanted to say something, but didn't. This ability showed up too late, and it's just a basic skill. Nothing too impressive. Right as the 2 snakes planned to soak in the spirit altar, something weird suddenly happened. A flash of spirit light burst out in the altar. A blinding light shot out. Beams of light spread everywhere, like a nuclear-powered bulb hidden in the altar. System detected a spirit treasure emerging. The treasure is the dragon blood fruit. A demon beast that eats dragon blood fruit can boost its demon bloodline a lot. Demon beasts without bloodlines can purify their bloodline. Those with a bloodline can level it up, no matter their kind. System detected that Liu Ryan's bloodline needs upgrading. Host, go pick the dragon blood fruit from the altar for Liu Ryan to take. As soon as I heard that, I stopped thinking completely, just dove right into the altar. But right when I got inside, I regretted it. That light was just too strong. It stung my eyes so much I couldn't open them. Back on the shore, Liu Ryan was still watching the phenomenon, careful. She didn't dare jump in right away, but when she saw me go in, she gritted her teeth and dove after me into the deep pool. This pool is super deep, at least 100 meters, easy. That's where the brightest light came from. The golden toad used to hang out in the shallows. You'd call it diving. But even there, it's like 50 or 60 meters deep. But the deeper we went, the colder it got. So freaking cold. Even I could barely stand it. There was crazy strong spirit energy. Looked like it had turned into spirit liquid. But I couldn't really tell. I've only absorbed a bit through my nose before. Never actively practiced a technique to absorb it, even if it is spirit liquid. I'm not taking any. Saving all of it for Liu Ryan. The pool bottom was pitch black before, dark and gloomy. But under this light, I still couldn't see anything. Too bright or too dark, still can't see. What's the difference, really? The dark green water now shone pure white. Shows just how intense the light is. Suddenly, I sensed a powerful aura, a fruit full of life force. So, I followed the aura inside the altar. There can't be anything else like this. The golden toad dared stay in the shallows, which means nothing in the depths threatened it. I opened my mouth wide, just in case, and sprayed a cloud of poison. Let it spread with the current. Better safe than sorry. Even the golden toad did this. That dragon blood fruit is just insane. Damn, that's wild. Not sure how long I spent. But I finally found the dragon blood fruit. It was as big as a human head. Pure white, all over. Totally white and round.
It was shaped like a dragon.
Like a curled up, coiled dragon. Just like in that adventure show. Like the villain hung up on the wall. I gently picked up the dragon blood fruit and got ready to swim back up. The moment the fruit left the plant, the light vanished instantly. As soon as I broke the surface, I saw Liu Wuyin waiting in the shallows. It's too cold down there. I really can't take it. This bamboo viper bloodline is way too mixed up. I basically don't even have a real bloodline. I'm relying on my techniques just to cultivate. Liu Ryan griped non-stop about her bloodline. Just couldn't be more annoyed. Watching her still complain about her bloodline. Not even knowing what that treasure is. I tossed the head-sized dragon blood fruit over. Threw it her way. Hurry up and eat the dragon blood fruit. Just when both snakes were about to rest again, I suddenly sensed a few auras coming our way. They were headed this direction. Guess they noticed the third-tier demon beast aura vanish. Trying to grab a share, clearly. I got alert again. I stuffed the dragon blood fruit right into the green snake's mouth. Liu Ryan had no idea why I acted so rough. She swallowed the fruit before she knew it. That thing was the size of a melon. Looked like a real dragon, and just slid in. It turned into mush instantly inside her. The pure white skin on the outside became liquid like milk, revealing blood-red fruit inside. Right away, Liu Ryan's temperature shot up. The dragon blood fruit got absorbed like crazy in her belly. In just a few seconds, the dragon blood fruit was fully absorbed. All of it turned into nourishment for the Dragon Empress. It successfully entered her bloodline. My bloodline is about to evolve. Liu Ruyin let out a painful screech. The pain of evolving felt as bad as muscle tearing. This is evolution that jumps bloodline ranks. It's not happening step by step. Absorbing higher ranked essence blood to evolve. Huge energy filled this green snake. In an instant, Liu Ruyin's soft skin visibly turned into light armor. It wrapped around her skin like steel. The outer layer of the bamboo viper started evolving. Now she looked like a mighty Jiao dragon. But she didn't fully become a Jiao dragon. She became a mix between Jiao and snake. A Jiao is the stage before it evolves into a dragon. A Jiao snake is before a snake turns into a Jiao. You can just see it as a Jiao snake hybrid. A little piece of flesh sprouted from her head, but it didn't grow further. 2 whiskers appeared by her nose. They were tiny compared to her whole body. Then her snake body grew many times bigger. She was suddenly almost as big as me. Her green snake skin faded away instantly, showing tender skin underneath. Still a snake body. Don't overthink it. Again, in just a few seconds, it became super tough. Her snake head started to change towards Jiao snake form. The evolution was finally done. Very quickly, Liu Ruyin finished her evolution. Now she's eager to feel her bloodline change. She wasn't bothered by anything else. System check complete. Bound soul. Liu Ruyin finished her bloodline evolution. Instantly got a 100-fold rebate. System. A totally emotionless voice echoed in my mind. In a flash, my silver giant python form grew even bigger. Earlier, a short horn had already grown from my forehead. It mutated again. Now it looked like a unicorn's horn.
Clearly.
Next evolution will branch out new horns. But this time, it only evolved into a main horn. Not only did the horns change, I shed my silver python skin. For a brief moment, a new layer of tough scales grew on me. Except the dragon scale at my chest stayed the same. Whiskers burst out crazily from under my nose. My nostrils got bigger. My eyes got bigger. My features stood out more. no longer looked like just a python. Now I'm truly evolving toward Jiao Snake. With each breath, white mist poured out. My features still looked pretty snake-like. Congrats! Host has officially become a Jiao Snake. Yanchang Jiao, a top spiritual species. Now you can aim for Jiao Dragon transformation. System expects you to keep evolving. The python skin falls off. Now I'm finally not a Baima anymore. I'm a white Jiao Dragon now. Even though I'm the lowest level of Jiao, but it's still a dragon horn. Not fully evolved yet. Limbs are just tiny bits of flesh. So small they barely matter. The biggest upgrade is my scale armor defense. And my Jiao head change. Proof, I've turned into a real Jiao Snake. How did he evolve too? I'm the one who ate the dragon blood fruit. How did this nasty loach evolve so fast? Could that loach be a reborn powerhouse too? Maybe he's got a bloodline evolution technique. Suddenly Liu Ruyan felt. About me, the Baima. No, about Yan Changzhou, a bold idea. If that's the case, then all this makes sense. To keep her own power pure, she refused other monster pills, didn't take dragon blood fruit, because she has a stronger technique, to boost her bloodline. Even the original white python looked average, but actually, it carried a trace of supreme dragon blood inside. And as a reborn powerhouse, with the right cultivation method, bloodline can upgrade completely. So that's it. She underestimated this loach before. Now she's willing to let me be her guard. Liu Ruyan kept making wild guesses and found a logical explanation. Now everything before makes sense. My aura definitely reached top glue status. I'm not far from the Jiao Dragon form. He felt super curious now. Really wanted to know which powerhouse's second life I am. Liu Ruyan's actions became more obedient, but her mouth didn't get any quieter. Still as stubborn as ever. Whatever, time to change how I call him. So it's easier once he can talk. No more saying risky things by accident. Both reincarnated. The idea of cultivation was planted in her mind. She totally believed it. Her attitude quietly changed in that instant. She wasn't just curious about me. Now she liked me more too. Lucky, you're smart. Treat me politely in the future. Glad you settled down? Not too late yet. Hearing what she was thinking, I felt proud. Pretty happy. I didn't have to say a word. That crazy girl made up all the reasons herself. Her guesses were really on point. Feels like we're close. Totally get each other. Of course, one dragon blood fruit isn't enough to boost bloodline much. Even for Liu Ruyan, it just moved her from bamboo viper to half Jiao snake. But the 100-fold rebate. Let me jump from white python to Yanchong Jiao instantly. This kind of treasure is rare down here. The evolution looked like it took forever, but actually not much time passed. Just a few minutes, as Wan and Liu Ruyan were still enjoying the power after bloodline upgrade. Countless figures appeared from afar. There were stage 2 and 3 ones, tons of stage 1 by the trees, rushing in like waves. A chaotic, exciting smell drifted over. I knew the enemies were coming, howling, flying, running on the ground. All types showed up. The leaders were tigers, bears, and boars, followed by all kinds of monsters. Wolf, eagle, and monkey packs everywhere. Enemies arrived. I and Liu Ruyan exchanged a look. Both got ready to fight, eager to go. Enemies got closer. Me and Liu Ruyan weren't scared at all. Actually, we were super pumped, ready for battle. Couldn't wait to have a real fight. Bloodline upgrades won't up your level, but they do boost your fighting power. Blood is thicker and fresher. Strength, defense, attack, speed, and more. All get stronger. Everything increases. All kinds of monsters finally showed up before us. They made lots of noises, showing how fierce they are. As the fight started, both Jiao snakes opened their huge mouths, sprayed lots of poison. And before the fight even began, there were already several Tier 2 beasts taken down by the venom attack. Venom splashed into their eyes. Just a quick hit and their eyes started to corrode. A thick white mist rose up, rising into the air. These beasts all collapsed to the ground, covering their eyes and rolling around. But what's strange is, so many beasts actually teamed up to attack both of us, the Beast Kings. I didn't hesitate. I unleashed my aura right away. In just a second, at least 100 Tier 1 beasts were pinned down, unable to move. the aura of a beast king, mixed with the bloodline pressure of Tier 2 beasts. Neither Tier 1 nor Tier 2 beasts can resist it, because I have an extremely strong bloodline. Anyone who dares to covet my chance will all become the nourishment for my road to supremacy. Liu Ryan looked super excited, like seeing blood. Even more pumped up. He's insanely fast. Just one move to clean up. And a few rare beasts were killed. Their skulls were cracked open and they were gone. Sent packing. What you're facing now is one of the few Jiao serpents left in the lower world. Tremble, you low-blood trash. I sneered in my heart. I think Jiao serpents in the lower world are already super strong. Somehow, the two serpents feel oddly like a couple. Every move they make is the same. But the difference is, one swing of my tail as Yan Chongzhao takes out 3 or 4 Tier 2 beasts, like a tiger and a bear, and also 2 wild boars with super long tusks. None were a match for me. Just one swing and they're down, losing any strength to fight back. Right at that moment, a flock of huge birds flew over from afar, making those weird chirping noises. There are birdmen and Sippy leading a group of 100. I snorted in my mind, my eyes full of scorn. Next, I leapt into the air out of nowhere, heading straight for those eagles and hawks. Usually, it's these eagles hunting snakes. But today, it's a Jiao serpent going wild on birds. So easy and fun. That's right, that leap into the air is actually one of the evolved Jiao serpent's skills. With that skill, I can fly and control the air for a while. Haven't had time to test how long yet. If you weren't circling above me, how could you beat a Jiao serpent on the ground? As I finished talking, the eagles got startled, quickly flapping their wings to dodge. But they're clearly slower than that white Jiao serpent. Easily dodged and hunted. Some Tier 2 beasts were killed with ease. Even Tier 3 beasts too. That's how strong the Jiao serpent bloodline is. The bloodline gap is massive. Tier 3? So what? Stronger than me, so what? First I bit down on an eagle. My giant mouth swallowed it whole. Right after, I swung my head and stopped sharply. My tail swept through the air with force. It was insanely fast. And super powerful. Not something Tier 2 or Tier 3 birds could handle. In a flash, a dozen birds dropped down, crashed to the ground and died. Some had their necks bitten clean through. Others were chewed a couple times in my mouth, snapping all their bones and stabbing into their organs. Some were literally scared to death by this bloodline pressure. Just died from fright. They only had a numbers advantage, so they could barely suppress me for a while. But they're just trash with weak bloodlines. On the ground, Liu Ryan got really pissed too. One snake couldn't hold off so many beast attacks, but his tough scales kept him unharmed. Instead, it made him go all out. The green snake leapt up, wrapping up a bunch of beasts, twisted hard, and heads rolled. The air was full of bloody, rusty smell. Blood spurted out like a waterfall, dyeing the ground red, while Liu Ryan was turning the tide alone. I landed back on the ground too. Should I push her a bit? Get that crazy girl to unleash her power? Just as I had that thought, I shook my head and dropped it. I'm a Jiao serpent with a system. Why let a girl risk her life? Even though that's what my mind thought. I still jumped into the fight right away. Liu Ryan alone was already dominating, let alone with me joining in. Taking them out was way too easy. Our attacks were limited, but our scales were super tough. Second or third tier beasts like these. There's no way they could break through our defense. Die, all of you. In just over half an hour, all the beasts that came were wiped out. None of them were left breathing. They're just not strong enough. They shouldn't try for things beyond their reach. Liu Ryan let out a cold snort. Looking at all these bodies, he wasn't even interested in eating anymore. Just bent over to get his belt, planning to use it later. Strange. What made these beasts unite together? Against just the two of us? If they were the same species, that would make sense. All one family after all. But that's not it. All kinds of beasts gathering together, teaming up to attack us. There's definitely something fishy going on. Just as Liu Ryan, and I thought it was all over, and thought we'd get some time to power up. An incredibly strong aura appeared. Hand over the treasure. A dark green turtle showed up in front of us. Its whole body was radiating destruction. Way too strong. Crap. That turtle's on a high level. I thought to myself, bad news? Because this turtle could actually talk. Clearly, it's refined its vocal cords. If it can talk, that means it's at least tier 4. Liu Ryan was shocked too. Didn't expect a tier 4 beast to show up. Turns out it wasn't here earlier. It just arrived now because the reason was it's a turtle. System. Host encounters tier 5 beast, Jean Iron Turtle. Low-level spirit kind. I thought it was just a tier 4 beast. Same as Liu Ryan. But the system's voice changed everything. Can't beat this one. There's no way to win. With the system's warning that it's a tier 5 beast. I panicked. First thought, run. As soon as that thought came, I wrapped my tail around Liu Ryan, trying to escape together. But unexpectedly, she struggled free, refusing to run. How could I, as an empress, be scared of a turtle? Come back down now. This spirit altar matters a lot. No way I'm giving it up. Liu Ryan was dead set on one thing. No one else can get the resources. She'd fight to the death if she had to. The other side was already strong. Giving up would just make it harder to ever get it back. Maybe you get it back someday, but no need to risk your life. Why is this crazy girl so stubborn now? Weren't we supposed to be super careful? Hearing her thoughts, I made a complicated face, totally helpless. I tried to drag her away again, wanting to pull her out of there, but she refused a second time. What? The stupid loach is chickening out now. Weren't you bold earlier? Liu Ryan stared hard at the turtle towering like a mountain that was slowly approaching. The ground shook with every step, like an earthquake. Oh, interesting, not running? Hand over the treasure now. This Zhuan turtle might let you two snakes live. The Zhuan Iron Turtle narrowed his eyes. Noticed their strong bloodline right away. Even made him hesitate a little. But his power was overwhelming, so he had nothing to fear. He just wanted the treasure first, then crush them after. Otherwise, the treasure might get damaged. No way, Liu Ryan thought, and hissed out loud. Total warning. Shit, it's a tier 5 beast. I was freaking out, but she just wouldn't leave, and I couldn't even open my mouth to speak. Felt like suffocating. How dare you resist? The turtle actually laughed in anger. He could tell we were resisting with our hissing, so he didn't hesitate anymore. Dropping the act, his demon power exploded, kicking up huge whines, blasting the whole forest, howling winds everywhere. Even Liu Ryan was barely standing. Damn it, I'm just a tier 2 beast. Why am I fighting a tier 5 monster? If that green snake won't leave, I can't either. Clinging hard to her tail, squeezing with all my strength. Finally, after I tried with all my might, Liu Ryan was shaken loose. Stupid loach. Let go of me. Liu Ryan struggled, wanting to fight the tier 5 beast to the end. Maybe she didn't get how strong the turtle really was, thinking it was just tier 4. And with me, maybe we could fight. Or maybe she still hadn't changed, still acting like an empress, not willing to lose her hard-won treasure. For all kinds of reasons. Liu Ryan lost her head. This Zhuan Iron Turtle was massive and incredibly powerful, but honestly, it was slow. Though its attack range was huge, perfectly made up for being slow. A flash like a turtle's horn. A demon-powered force crashed down. Boom. Before it even hit the ground, the leaves got blown everywhere. Liu Ryan and I were right in its path. Damn it! I gritted my teeth and shouted angrily, desperately trying to run. But we weren't fast enough. Still a bit too slow. Both of us got hit straight on. That massive attack wasn't slow at all. In a flash, it smashed into the ground. We were sent flying hundreds of meters, crashing through who knows how many trees. Barely held on thanks to our bloodline. A tier 5 beast is this strong. I spat out blood, found my organs shaken out of place. Every step I took brought crushing pain, sharp, stabbing pain. Luckily, the system's dragon scale was glowing a bit. It absorbed a lot of the damage. But Liu Ryan's situation was way worse. She was coughing up blood. Her scales all shattered. And on top of that, broken scales stabbed back into her body. Making things worse, her body was messed up. Skin cracked all over. Blood kept seeping out. Liu Ryan's eyes widened in shock. She never thought she was this weak. The Zhuan Iron Turtle was slow, but powered up its moves really fast. She couldn't say anything anymore. Go! I clenched my teeth, forcing myself to move. I wrapped my tail around Liu Ryan, used every last bit of strength, and ran for it. Where we go doesn't matter. Getting far from that damn turtle is what matters. Meanwhile, in the distance, the black iron turtle's attention was caught by something else. It didn't care about me or Liu Ryan at all, because it could sense we were just a stage 2 beast and a stage 1 beast. Our bloodlines might be a bit interesting, but we're no match for it. A pool filled with spiritual energy. Pretty interesting. From now on, this place belongs to me. The black iron turtle's attention was drawn to the spiritual spring. He couldn't be bothered with those two ugly eels anymore. Hey, a stage 2 beast and a stage 1 beast. Even if they level up fast, so what? Besides, this attack, he used about 60% of his power. A stage 5 smacks stage 2s and 1s around. No one would believe they survived. The black iron turtle looked at the spring and said, "If I'm not mistaken, this spring must be some sort of treasure. Too bad, I've spent 1,000 years cultivating non-stop, rarely ever leaving my home. If not for that one thing, I probably would have never found this spring." After saying that, he slowly dived into the spring, so comfortable. As his massive body sank deeper, a ton of spring water splashed out. When he finally came to shore, the black iron turtle realized those beasts had died long ago. 2 or 3 stage beasts without pills aren't worth mentioning. Most of the stage 4 beasts were killed when he advanced to stage 5. Now, stage 4 is wiped out. 3 is the highest left. Even though some died, the black iron turtle didn't care. In his eyes, the spring right here is all that matters. The black iron turtle never liked moving much. A place like this is perfect for his cultivation. Far away, the 2 serpents managed to escape. They didn't return to their old cave, but kept heading deeper into the woods. "Don't die, I'm coming to save you." I'm gasping for air, feeling completely exhausted. The pain is killing me. Hang in there, I'll save you soon. No idea how long we've been running, till the sky filled with bright starlight, and the crescent moon hung far above. I could sense the snake's life force behind me. Getting weaker and weaker, I looked around, making sure the stage 5 beast wasn't chasing us. Finally, I stopped. I gently laid Liu Ryan on the ground. Her snake body was twisted all over, covered in endless cracks. Her blood had long since dried. Her eyes were tightly shut, breathing out more than in, already fallen unconscious. I carefully felt her faint heartbeat, and finally breathed a sigh of relief. It wasn't that I didn't want to stop before. I was scared the stage 5 beast would come after us. If it did, we'd be doomed for sure. My demon power should help heal your wounds, at least stabilize you. Ignoring my own pain, I touched her carefully, sending out what little demon power I had left, letting it flow into her body, just a tiny bit, very cautious. First time I've ever healed someone else with my power. Before reaching stage 3, demon power can't leave the body, but it can be shared by touch, through pressure points, and channeled in. A weak stream of power slowly flowed in through a certain pressure point on her, and into her veins. Demons aren't born with meridians like humans are. Some humans are born blocked, some wide open, but we don't even get the blocked ones. On the other hand, our bodies are insanely strong. We don't need to train, just have to eat more to grow stronger. But all in all, it's still not as good as having meridians. What's the point of being tough if you can't fight back? Being able to throw punches is what matters. The power flowed all around her through her veins, and whenever it reached a wound, the white energy closed in and started to heal it. You could see the flesh closing up. A scab formed. External wounds are easy. Internal injuries are tough. Liu Ryan's organs took a bad hit. Being knocked out of place isn't a big deal. Just takes a few days of rest to fix. But her organs are full of cracks. Healing the surface is easy. Inside is much harder. She need quite a while to recover. But luckily, my demon power isn't ordinary. It's the pure kind refined through special cultivation. Power boosted by the dragon bloodline. So it's definitely not normal. No, if this keeps up, she'd take forever to heal. I need to feed her some essence blood. This crazy girl is actually pitiful. She'd barely healed up, and now she's messed up again. I kept sighing in my heart, feeling sorry for her. Once her surface wounds closed up, I started getting some essence blood ready for her. I gritted my teeth and made my power surge straight from my heart. The big heart pounded hard, pushing the blood to flow faster. Under the heavy pressure, a few drops of dark, glowing blood were forced out of my heart.